Well, first of all, congratulations, season 3 of Startup on Sony Crackle. Mira, you're joining the cast.
Yes, I'm thrilled to be joining the cast for season 3. It's such an incredible show. Like, I got to catch up on the first 2 seasons once I was cast, and boy, is it good. It's such a strong show. It's very addictive, and I'm actually looking forward to binge watching the entire season 3 when I get home. But I play a special agent, Rebecca Stroud from the NSA, who comes into the offices of AracNet, which is this dark web service, internet provider that, I don't know if I'm describing it correctly, but that Ron's character Wes is the CEO of, and it's been created by these very unlikely partners together. Eddie Gathegi plays a Haitian former gang lord, and a young woman who is a sort of tech savant, a Cuban-American young woman played by Omara. And then Adam Brody is this young, he's the most likely to be in this sort of business, a young sort of tech entrepreneur. And yet all of these people come together in this rather Shakespearean battle of wills and destinies and moral questions. If you could prevent great harm by breaking your philosophy or by doing harm, would you do it? It's all very, very intense, gripping stuff.
Wow. Ron, you have been with the series for a while. Tell me a little bit about your character and how it's developed, because in the first season we're dealing with cryptocurrency, but we're watching a company forming. This is really very, very interesting stuff.
You know, Wes makes some. He's my character's introduced into season 2, so the first season has come and gone, and then all of a sudden this mysterious fellow arrives out of nowhere, claiming that he's just coincidentally, arriving at some event that Adam's character is involved in. It's no coincidence at all. He's heard about this amazing girl who's a Stanford graduate who has the ability to turn modern technology on its ear because she's a true genius, and she's writing code that nobody can duplicate. And he's a guy who had been retired, but we know that he has had a very kind of colorful past, some very light, some very dark, but colors, many, many vibrant colors. And somehow he presents himself as somebody who's maybe willing to come out of retirement and get involved with these guys, which he ultimately does.
Series television has changed quite a bit. I mean, we're now doing 10 episode arcs instead of 24 or 36 episodes. This is an amazing time because you're getting movie quality work.
Right, and you're attracting people who have shorter concentration spans, can only do 10 episodes at a time, like myself. I'm kidding, but well, it's very attractive to get in and out, and it only takes about 3.5, 4 months to do 10 episodes, which allows me the rest of the year to do anything else that I want to do. So, and I've already, done something that's incredibly satiating to myself aesthetically, challenged myself, been involved in a world that's exciting and dynamic, like the world of Startup. And I have the rest of the year to do little independent films if I want, or whatever I decide to do, or just sit around and watch the news and take Xanax.
Back on the Xanax again.
It's a theme. It's a theme with me.
Today, yeah.
It's a theme.
I don't think he's really on Xanax.
Yeah, I know the news isn't good, on a day-to-day basis. I read your tweets all the time, Ron, and I'm always liking everything that you say. You make a lot of sense. Mira, tell me a little bit about coming onto a series like this, though. Was that 10-episode arc very attractive to you?
It was super attractive to me because it was sort of get in, get out over like a 2.5, 3 month span. work with some of the finest actors around, especially Mr. Ron Pearlman right here. He's such a great actor, and I've always admired him. And you know, getting to work with your betters brings you up a notch. So that was tremendous for me. And I got to work in Puerto Rico, and I hadn't been there since I was a small child, and it was kind of a bittersweet experience because the island is beautiful, the people are wonderful, our crew is mostly Puerto Rican and tremendous, but the devastation, even many months after the hurricane, was enormous and unchecked and undealt with. So many people still did not have full utilities, running water, electricity, all the homes, so many of them covered with the blue tarps of unrepaired roofs. We would drive around at night and there were no streetlights. There were no streetlights. The grid was still not really functioning. And it was just kind of a sad, you know, underlining of the fact that the United States let its own territory down in its response to this very deadly hurricane. So it was really interesting being there because it was, on the one hand, beautiful and amazing place to be and work and interface with these people, and on the other hand, it was just the shocking reality that this was being treated as kind of the sort of distant cousin rather than a full member of our democracy that deserved the best of aid.
Yeah, it is a huge problem, and it's a bittersweet kind of thing to go see, you know, and be a part of those people, and then see the absolute devastation that they're living in. Look, our time is over. I am so excited to just to thank you for all that you're doing and all your charity work, all of the spotlights you're putting on to a lot of different things. You are an amazing duo of people, both of you, and it's a pleasure and absolute honor to talk to you once again.
Thank you
so much, and it's Startup on Sony Crackle.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.